Welcome to Darker Things, this series that dives into the chilling depths of history's most disturbed events and personalities.
Hello, and yes, welcome back. Now, when we last left you, we were talking about the childhood of Jim Jones. And I had hair. Yes, I know, I look a lot different. You see what happened? The Man of Shadows, he captured me. And this is a result of some of the fight. You might say that I got in fight with the lawnmower that he had. And well, depending on who you believe, the lawnmower may have won or I may have been victorious. Anyway, for today's episode, I'm actually recording remote here on this bus. That's right. And this bus, it's gonna be more than just a bus and a broadcast. It's actually gonna act as a time traveling device as you join me as we investigate Jim Jones and his rise in Indianapolis, Indiana, of a rock star preacher. Here we go! All aboard! The year is 1948. By now, Jim Jones Sr.'s habit of drowning his problems in the bottle, emotionally abusing and physically abusing Lynetta Putnam Jones, are a distant memory. Several years ago, she moved her and her young Jimmy Jones to Richmond, Indiana. He's not a young little boy anymore, and by 1948, Jim has graduated from high school with honors. After high school, Jim begins work as an orderly at a local hospital. This year where he Marcella Hall, a young nurse, 4 years his senior. Jim admires her good looks. He also admires her compassion and her bedside manner. She admires Jim's passion for God and desire for social equality. This mutual admiration causes sparks to fly. And Jim doesn't see the 4 years as something he should even worry about. Matter of fact, he sees it as a conquest, something to be obtained. And Jim will not be denied. He sets his eyes on the prize, and the prize is Marcelin Baldwin. And sparks will fly. Just 1 year later, in 1949, Marcelin and Jim will marry in a dual wedding ceremony, with their sights to move to Indianapolis so that Jim can complete his college degree. And at first, it looks dismal. There aren't very many people interested in that old-time religion. But Jim and Marcelin canvass the neighborhood, and they reach out to the marginalized, discriminated against black community. By 1956, the church is bursting at the seams, but his white superiors don't agree with Jim's putting the blacks at the front of the church or the integration, and he finds himself a pastor without a pulpit and without a job. But what's a busted pastor with no pulpit to do? Jim wastes no time in canvassing the neighborhoods, reaching the lost, and further reaching out to the discriminated against and marginalized black community. The same ones that are also filling his pews at the other church will now be filling the church that he's going to form. This is the People's Church on the rise. However, Jim is harboring a dark secret. He's not teaching traditional Christianity. He's teaching a socialist Eden version of Christianity. One where the church congregants will all gather all their resources together to support one another. But this message is one that is welcomed by the black community, and they start coming to the People's Temple in Indianapolis, Indiana in droves. They don't see Jim as a white man, they see him as Father Jim. And it won't be long before Jim is going to fully indoctrinate these people into giving up their checks, selling their homes, and listening to the gospel according to Jim Jones. Now, It's not to say there wasn't some good going on. After all, the People's Temple did form a medical clinic, so people could get medical screenings for free. They couldn't afford it. A daycare center for the parents, so they wouldn't have to worry about paying out of pocket for that. Now there's also a recreation center, games for the kids to play, and a food pantry. The People's Temple seems to be doing a lot of good.
Sorry, Doug, you're very informative, but we need some production value. I'm your man of shadows, and to present to you the little provisions and revisions in Doug's story. Now, in 1961, Jim becomes the Human Rights Commissioner of Indianapolis, Indiana, the capital of the nation's Ku Klux Klan. Men in little white sheets terrifying the neighborhoods. According to Jim, he desegregated the town of Indianapolis himself. He popped his collar, so to speak. He said he desegregated the restaurants, the movie theaters, and if you heard him tell it, the schools. However, there's some rumors going on that he was abusing his congregation. Rumors that it was mental abuse. Of course, the financial abuse was coming to the attentions of the powers that be. And Jim also now was a little bit paranoid. You see, he heard about a nuclear fallout or a nuclear winter. And he read in Esquire magazine that the best place to survive this nuclear winter, at least the most feasible option for him, would be in Redwood Valley, California. And so, with the rumors flying and nuclear fallout on the horizon, Jim took his church and made a mass exodus to Redwood Valley, California. However, not everything will be golden in the good old golden state of California, eh? And we will cover that in the next episode. Till next time, this is your man of shadows, agreeing with Doug on one thing, that once you enter the dark, you may never be the same.